What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back at our Forreston project, and as you can see, our wood framing is well underway. Got a lot of progress to show you guys here on this build. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get it going. All right, guys, well, we're gonna go through a tour of this real quick, just give you a general layout of what we got going on here. First of all, there's a lot of porch space here. As you can see, lots of porch. Of course, we're mid-framing, so yeah, but immediately look at the grand space that we've got here in this open living area. I believe our main island, kitchen, all that stuff right there at the very back. There will be a window that you can see out of all the way through the back with a pool back there. We got split design. This was a design done with Stacy Lynn, the Barndominium company. Owner's suites are over here on this side. We got the kids stuff here on this side. So I'm gonna show you some of these rooms, but they did move the fireplace here. And I think it's because walking in out of this corridor, they'll be able to see that. I'm not sure if there was another reason for that. Maybe they wanted that stack to go up at the center of that ridge on the back side. So that was maybe another thing that they were trying to go for on symmetrical. But yeah, you can see the volume of space on a monitor style build that we'll be able to have here. Probably gonna end up with 2 air conditioning systems. So when you do a split design like this, it sometimes pushes you to do that. A lot of volume of space. And here on this back entrance door, you'll see, now they're talking about the heights here for these windows. I'm not sure where we're gonna end up landing, but he doesn't have all those framed in yet either. So that might be a lot bigger window there than what we're seeing. But right here off this space, this is like a playroom area. And we've done this kind of deal before where we have maybe like homeschoolers, things like that. Now, I don't know if that's what they're doing here, but this is going to be kind of a common area for the kids. Imagine having that where you can set up a learning area or just a hangout. So that's what's going to go here. There will be a bathroom right here with a couple of vanities, I believe. Toilet space there with the shower over here. So we got a couple of things going on there. And then we got bedrooms that are flowing back here. So I think this is just gonna have 2 bathrooms is what it is for this whole area as a common area space. So we got 2 bedrooms, 2 closets right here off this little corridor. All the bathrooms right here, they'll be shared. Let me know what you guys think about that. So a couple more bedrooms, a couple more closets, nice window space. And like I said, 2 toilets over here, probably 2 vanities. I know we have the shower here. Maybe we're gonna have a bathtub over here on this side. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna be happening right here. So a whole lot going on. We got 4 bedrooms back here and a playroom. So now while we're walking through on this build, you might not realize it, but we actually have 2 different structures here. We've got our steel structure and we have our wood structure. Now, both of them are standing with their own strength. Does that make sense? So the steel stands by itself. We don't have to use wood to prop the steel up. The steel is all standing by itself. We build the steel first. We come in and we add the wood to add the support for the walls. So you can see right here, I've got my steel beam right here. And you can see how we fasten the wood to the steel. Some people say, oh, you can't do that. Well, here in Texas, we do it. This is what we do. And we can do it because we've proven that we can, and we do it over and over again. But this is a 12-inch I-beam, and it's buried here in this wall. It's got the zip system, which I can show you on the other side, is completely enclosed. So as we talk about this steel I-beam runs up and over and supports all of that roof line, which runs up, and you can see the other steel beam up there that runs, that comes back down into this wall. So not only does this steel support the roof, but it also provides a very good shear strength for our wood walls. So because we're able to literally have a bearing vertical beam, in this case like 15 foot apart or so, maybe 20, maybe 17 foot or so apart, that provides a lot of strength. Also, not only that, but this steel is embedded into the concrete right there. So it comes up and it wraps over top of my wood wall where it's fastened at the top. So it gives me a really tight seal once I come up there with the closed cell foam. So we've talked about the differences of where we need to use closed cell foam, where we need to use open cell foam, but pretty much anywhere I have exposed steel in a living area, all of that gets closed cell foam. But there's two structures. We've got our wood and we've got the steel. They both work together. That's the way this works. The wood could stand all by itself and the steel can stand all by itself. But when you put the two together, you get this hybrid strength for this overall build. Now, having the right mindset when we're putting together, knowing what we're gonna do with what, all that's part of the system that we've done. And you can see, like if I was to show you up in this space, you can see how our I-beam runs all the way across the top and our wood connects underneath that. And all of that is got caliber shots in the bottom of it. So it provides me a very strong structure. You might say, well, it would be better if you used all wood right there. The thing about it is we got a lot of porch space. We've got a lot of offsetting structure, bracing that's happening here by the time, especially when you have porches on the front and the back, and the way that this particular steel is organized. So overall, it's a very heavy duty setup when it comes to the strength. A lot of people get fixated on how do we use the wood integrated with the bottom side of those purlins. Well, we use tech screws. These are a coated tech screw that we use to attach those. Here's one right here. This is a tech screw. Let's see if I can show you where you can see it. So it's a coated tech screw. It's actually a self-tapper on this side and Phillips here on this side, but these work great into those purlins. We usually put 2 per joint when it comes to the bottom of the purlins with the sleeper studs that go underneath. So that's how we attach the sleeper studs underneath the roof lines in an exposed area like that. Now moving back here, other than just having this very large open space, we'll have the kitchen area right here. We got a large pantry. You can't tell, but it's back over here in this area. Very big pantry space. And then off of the kitchen, we'll also have an outdoor entry that goes to that back porch, covered porch area. And this will be a large window that opens up here that will make this more of a joined and common space for the pool. Then a large island right here. I think this will be more laundry and maybe a mud drop or a drop zone, mud bench area maybe back in here. So all that stuff going on. We got a private restroom. This will probably serve guests off the pool area. So be able to come in here, access this bathroom off the pool. Another door off that porch. I'm going to show you the master owner's suite back here. So we got a large opening, you can see, that comes into here. It's like a corridor that flows this way. And let me show you this one first. So this is what they're calling a grandparents suite. Very large area. Grandparents suite. Pretty cool. We got the closet as well as the setup back here for a very large shower. Got the natural light in here and vanity. All that will go in this space. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the idea of having a grandparent suite. So when we come back over here, I'm just trying to take you through it. I will have some attic access, but this opens up to a very large owner suite. So we'll have access to the back porch, master suite area here. That's what they'll have a lookout there onto the back. Be able to see the pool. And it opens up into a very large bathroom. View of the shower space there. You'll have vanity here. Probably a bathtub going right here in this area. Another vanity here. Toilet area there. This is going to be his closet, I believe. Not too shabby, good job. And her closet, which is slightly bigger, but I believe this is going to be more of a safe room area too. So it's going to be very large. Let me know what you guys think about this setup. Like I said, designed by Stacy Lynn, the Barndominium company. But I'll show you guys here in the back. This is going to be the setup back here. They're still working on their framing here. This is what's happening. And we have a detached shop. So I'm going to walk over here, kind of show you guys a little bit of that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this setup for our Forreston Barndominium project. Very large, a lot of porch space back here. So as we come over here to our detached shop, we are working in this area. We got a single slope and 3 doors. 10 foot tall, I believe 10 foot wide, so 10 by 10, single slope, all this sloping to the back. But one of the things they're going to do here, and you can see where we're doing a hybrid frame here, this is going to be kind of a workout area, so like a workout facility. We're not done. We got to build a little bit more wall here. And yeah, this will be an area for workout. So you'll have your access there going into the shop. And a nice big workout space. So last time I was here, we actually talked about differences in advanced framing, what I call advanced hybrid steel framing, and our standard hybrid steel frame. This is mostly standard hybrid steel frame. Now we are going to have, because of the design, we're going to have a couple of things They're a little more unique here for this build. The way that we air seal, the way that we use our spray foam to help with conduction. We've got a couple spots inside that we'll have to probably spray the backside with some closed cell because of where the framing comes in. And that's a little bit different, but because if it's different shape and size on a project like this, it means you have to kind of process, okay, what protections, what additional protections are we going to need on a build like this? So I talked about the fact that we'll probably have 2 zones. Ultimately, we're going to have 2 units, unless we're running air ducts or something like that, spiral ducts across the living room. But because of the size of this home, I would be willing to bet that we're probably going to end up with 2 units anyways. That's something that as we get done with the framing, we'll be going with the clients and talking about our positioning and what that's going to look like when it comes to the equipment that we're going to choose to put in this home. All that to say this, you guys can see hybrid steel framing. We've got a lot of progress that we've been making here. Our wood framers do a lot of the tape for the zip system. They do put this on, but we have another crew that actually comes back and does all of the liquid flashing details that we do around the seal. And we'll be back once we get like windows installed, liquid flashing, and we'll kind of do another little walkthrough here on this build. It's a pretty exciting project, the Forreston Barndominium project. I'm calling it Forreston. It could have been Italy. It's all in the same general direction. South of Waxahachie is where it's at. But we already had an Italy Barndominium, so that's why I'm just calling it Forreston, so you guys don't get confused. But it's a great big monitor style Barndominium, and we've got a lot more updates to come on this build. This is a pretty exciting design. It's always great when we can change it up a little bit. We have a little bit different designer, Stacy Lynn, the Barndominium company. They always do a great job. Our clients sought them out to do the design for this build. We had some delays in the beginning with the power. It was running right through and over where this home site was going to be. I don't think you could have picked a better positioning. I really like it. It's got good visibility from the road, and it kind of just sits right up here, and it looks really, really cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and walking through this Forreston project. We'll be back sharing more details with you guys as we get a little bit further. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of the stuff. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.